Upon the death of George Floyd, America erupts in riots and anger. The country is now flooded with violence and destructiveness, but is this really the answer? Hello everyone, welcome back to the page, and thank you for supporting AmericanSAS, which also stands for American Students Against Socialism. If you haven't heard of us, our page is run by two young conservatives looking to voice their opinions. With all that being said, I'm going to be publicly stating my opinion on what's going on in America right now, and to be honest, it's a train wreck. Alright, so most of this obviously started with the death of George Floyd. The video of his death immediately surfaced the internet, quickly catching America's attention. I will go ahead and say that I have the same opinion on this as everybody should, that his death was terrible and what the officer did was completely unnecessary and uncalled for. When I say this, in no way am I trying to be racist, because I'm sure some people will draw the race card from their pockets. But from 2017 to 2020, white people have had a higher death rate by the police than black people. Yep, here you see it. All 4 years. Okay, again, in no way am I trying to justify these murders regardless of race, but nobody's protesting White Lives Matter. As shown in this picture, the black-on-white crime rate from 2012 to 2015 is significantly higher than the white-on-black crime rate. Again, in no way do I intend to be racist providing this evidence, but if facts hurt your feelings, then that's unfortunate. I've done my best to keep politics aside throughout all of this, but I will be discussing some talking points that other people have made. Before we get into these riots, I'll state my moral standpoint that peaceful protest is the way to go and the necessary way to voice your opinion. Nonviolence is an intensively active force when properly understood and used, Mohandas Gandhi said, who also walked over 240 miles to protest Britain's rule over India, which they eventually gained independence. In 1913, there was the peaceful suffragette parade where over 5,000 women marched for their rights. People boycotted the Montgomery bus. A year later, segregation on buses was ruled unconstitutional. My point is that there are lots better ways to have a voice than to violently and destructively protest, and I'll praise people for peacefully protesting regardless of the name of the protest. But burning American flags in the country that literally lets you have the right to do so, and burning a homeless man's mattress, beating up shop owners trying to defend their businesses, is completely unnecessary, and at that point you're not even protesting. However, I will say that I'm against the police who are unnecessary being violent towards peaceful protesters. If someone's being violent and destructive and gets arrested in not so peaceful ways, I don't have as much of a problem with it. But like I said, I'm looking at this with bipartisanship, as everyone should, and will continue to look at it this way. As far as white privilege goes, and has been a very controversial topic along all of this, I do not believe in it. If you are African American and you believe in white privilege, you're only beating yourself up by letting yourself know that you're worthless, although that is not the case. Everybody was created equally, and to be honest, it's racist to spread a myth such as this one. I believe in racist people of all colors, and that those people do not have good intentions, but to tell yourself that white people are more privileged than people of any other race is just factually incorrect. You can't tell me that there are lots of African Americans who have had and who have strong voices and have had a positive impact on our community. Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman, Rob Smith, and I'll even give it up to Barack Obama for being the first African American president, have all used their voices regardless of skin color. Anything is possible, and for you to go tell yourself that somebody who's white is better than you, has a bigger voice than you, is limiting your own success. My moral point is that I condemn unnecessary destruction, violence, and racism. It's as simple as that, and is how everybody should look at this. Anyways, thank you all for watching the whole video, whether you agree or disagree with me on this. Everybody stay safe during this time, and have a good day.